The security guard had his hand on my arm before I could finish my sentence. I had walked up to the registration desk and said,
"Excuse me, I believe I am on the guest list."
Preston looked me up and down. 2 seconds. Then he said, "Ma'am, this is a private event." I told him I had been personally invited by the organizing committee. He laughed, loud enough for the group of executives nearby to hear.
"Lady, look around you. Does this look like the right room for you?"
A few people glanced over. Nobody said a word. One man in a navy suit turned away and checked his phone. None of them knew that in 6 minutes, every person in that room was going to need me. My name is Carol, 52 years old. That morning, I wore a gray cardigan with a loose button on the left cuff, wrinkled khaki pants, and flat shoes with the heel worn down on one side. Thick plastic glasses I had owned since 2009. I looked exactly like someone who did not belong there. What none of them knew was that the flight routing software on every screen in that ballroom was something I had spent 11 years building. The Verilyn navigation system, used by 14 US carriers. The algorithm that reroutes 300 flights in under 4 minutes when weather shuts down a corridor. I came without my badge, without my title. I wanted to see how this industry treated people it had not recognized yet. Preston signaled a second guard and told me to move toward the exit. That was when a young woman stood up from the registration desk. Her name was June, 27 years old. She stepped out from behind that table, placed herself between me and Preston, and said,
"I have her name right here. She is cleared."
Preston told her to stay out of it. She did not move. She looked at me and said, "I am sorry about this. Let me walk you in." Kindness at no benefit to yourself is the rarest thing in a room full of important people. We had taken 4 steps toward the main hall when every screen in the ballroom went dark. The live flight map, the centerpiece of the entire summit, gone. A technician stood frozen at the podium. Then a CEO near the front rose from his seat, looked toward the door, and said my name. The room turned. I reached into my cardigan pocket and pulled out a small folded card. I did not hand it to Preston. I handed it to June. She had no idea what was written inside. Do you? Comment part 2, and I will tell you what happened when the lights came back on.